and we have cut down the equal parts. And we have used this 60 mm here, and this is 170 mm. And we have cut and just hot glue we have used and stick it together to make this kind of like a platform. And then we have used these thin sticks over here to make each floor of this thing. We have 4 floors, and the first one is the top one, the roof, which is holding the Uno board. And in the next one we have this color sensor, which we have just made a hole here and stuck it in, so it just fits in. And then this next floor is where we have the first top servo motor. So this tube, we will drop anything, like for example these gems we have taken, like orange color. So if we drop it down over here, it will be it will go slide into this section. This servo motor will rotate and take it under this color sensor, and will take this. We have added some delay, like for 5 seconds, 2 seconds, and the color sensor will take the reading, and according to that the output will be sent, and this bottom servo motor will adjust the bottom rail to different parts. So after that, when the reading is taken and the rail is adjusted, the top servo will move again, and it will drop the pebble or anything, any object from here. It will go to the corresponding area. Yes. So we have used the breadboard to make the connection easier, because the wires weren't reaching on the time, and to use the common readings like ground wires, we have used the breadboard. And for powering, we are using a USB cable, so we can power it from a power bank or a wall adapter or your laptop also, anything you use. So we plug in.
So what's in the next slide?
That's displaying. So this is the working. We use the color sensor, and this is the circuit diagram to servo motors and the Uno board. You can use a switch or anything power supply if you're using from the power wall, but we're using. This is the color sensor, ma'am.
Oh, okay. That is the sensor.
Yeah, this is the color sensor, and
So
this is the Arduino board.
sorts, and where will it play? Suppose I have different colors. I do different colors.
Yeah.
So what is the output you are going to get?
So we can have anything, like for example, if you're sorting plastics for recycling, so they can go to the individual compartments. So we can put any bowl or any box or anything.
Okay, it will drop it into that appropriate bowl or a box.
In real life scenarios, we will have like containers, big containers over here, and it will go to that. Otherwise, we can, for demonstration, we can use any bowls or cups.
Can you show me with different colors? Do you have different colors at the same time?
So the problem is that the sensor is not working correctly.
Correctly. Okay.
So
It is not able to detect the colors.
Sometimes it's moving, sometimes it's not detecting. So for example, I'm tried orange. So this orange is pink one, but the color sensor is having some problems.
Fine, no problem. You can just try to rectify it. If it's working properly, you show it to me. Otherwise, you can continue the same in the next semester. How does your code look like? It's a C program. Embedded C. Embedded C.
This one. We use the normal variables like for the pin numbers and the servo motors. These variables. These are liability with the Uno.
How many lines you have in the code?
The exact number of lines, ma'am, I don't actually remember. We have 2 functions. The main function which will control the loop, and one is the read color function. So it reads the values, and we have used the if and else statements here. Switch cases.
Okay. So real applications of all this?
Yeah, the main application that we had in thought was the recycling of plastics or papers or anything. So we have to separate it in different colors, which can't be done manually because it can be hazardous, or medical waste can also be there.
And agriculture, we used it to separate the grains, wheat, and the other type of rices.
For like fruits, if you are taking the green mangoes are not ripe, so they are not ready for consumption, and they can be used for the pickles and other purposes. And the ripe tomatoes will be sent to like, the public for eating. Any other
Even in
different purposes.
industries like diamonds and mining.
Yeah, for mining different rocks of different minerals you can use.
Any other limitations of this? What is, can you enhance it or any limitations or?
Yeah, the limitation is that it will only scan one item per
One
one
item,
time. Yeah,
okay.
it's color sensitive.
Multiple items it
Yeah.
cannot scan.
If we have like a conveyor belt with a imaging sensor and use AI, it can see multiple items at the same time. But with this only we can take one reading at the one time.
Okay, it's a good attempt only. Anyway, at least it's working to some extent.
Yeah.
No problem. You can, if you are free sometime after your entrance, you can just try out and see whether it is working. If you have any other color sensor, you
Yeah,
can,
we can actually return this and exchange it and then we
yeah,
can
you
try.
can do that also and see if it is working after replacement. Then you show it to me. Otherwise, no problem. You can carry out the same thing to the next level in the next semester. And this could be one of the good projects that can be considered. Nice. Show the report.
Print out.
Not the printer, you have already.